Hey there, adventure seekers! Ready to lace up those hiking boots and tackle some of the most challenging trails Canada has to offer? Turns out, they've got mountains too. And not just little hills they call mountains, I'm talking real deal, leg-burning, lung-busting climbs. So if you're tired of walking your dog on flat sidewalks and want a real challenge, stick around. Let's dive into the top 10 most popular and difficult hiking trails in the Great White North. First up, we're heading to the rugged west coast of Vancouver Island, home to the West Coast Trail. This 75-kilometer beast will have you scrambling over rocks, tiptoeing across suspension bridges, don't look down, and wondering if carrying all that gear was such a good idea after all. It takes about a week to complete, so pack your patience and your rain gear because, well, it's Canada. Oh, and did I mention you need a permit? It's just to make sure you're prepared to be properly humbled by nature. Trust me, the stunning coastal views and the sense of accomplishment are worth every bead of sweat. Next, we're off to Banff National Park in Alberta for the Skyline Trail. This 44-kilometer trek takes you high above the tree line, offering jaw-dropping views of the Canadian Rockies. We're talking mountains so majestic they'd make a grizzly bear weep. But fair warning, you might find yourself sharing the trail with said grizzly bear, so maybe pack some bear spray. Oh, and be prepared for snow, even in the middle of summer. It's like Canada's way of keeping things interesting. Now let's head east to Newfoundland and tackle the Gros-Morne Mountain Trail. This 16-kilometer hike will have you feeling every meter of elevation gain as you climb to the top. But trust me, the view from the summit is worth every aching muscle. You'll be rewarded with panoramic views of Gros-Morne National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Word of advice, wear good hiking boots. The terrain here is no joke. Back to beautiful British Columbia, where we'll be conquering the Black Tusk. This iconic volcanic rock formation dominates the Garibaldi Provincial Park skyline. It's a 29-kilometer round trip, and the last bit involves a bit of scrambling, so channel your inner mountain goat. The views from the top are absolutely stunning, and you can even see the city of Vancouver on a clear day. Next up, we're heading to the East Coast to tackle the Fundy Footpath. This 41-kilometer trail runs along the Bay of Fundy, home to the highest tides in the world. You'll be hiking through dense forests, over rocky coastlines, and maybe even spot some whales while you're at it. Just try not to get swept away by the tides. That would make for an awkward call to search and rescue. For our next adventure, we're going back in time on the Chilkoot Trail. This historic 53-kilometer trail was used by prospectors during the Klondike Gold Rush, so you know it's going to be a challenge. Be prepared for steep climbs, river crossings, and maybe even some ghost stories around the campfire. Just imagine, you'll be following in the footsteps of those who braved these trails for a chance at fortune. Get ready to be blown away, literally it gets windy up there, by the beauty of Mount Robson on the Berg Lake Trail. This 23-kilometer trail in Mount Robson Provincial Park takes you to the stunning Berg Lake, with its turquoise waters and jaw-dropping views of Mount Robson, the highest peak in the Canadian Rockies. You'll be sharing the trail with waterfalls, glaciers, and maybe even a curious marmot or two. Just, maybe don't try to take a selfie with the marmots. They're not as cuddly as they look. Next, we're heading to the Arctic Circle for the Akshayuk Pass in Auyutuk National Park. This 97-kilometer trail is not for the faint of heart. You'll be trekking through rugged, unforgiving terrain, crossing glaciers, and maybe even spotting a polar bear or two, from a safe distance of course. It's a true test of your limits, both physically and mentally. But hey, at least you can brag about hiking in the Arctic Circle. Get ready for the ultimate test of your wilderness skills on the Knoll Heritage Trail. This 355-kilometer trail in the Northwest Territories is not for the faint of heart, or the weak of knees. You'll be trekking through remote, untouched wilderness following an old World War II supply route. Just make sure to pack extra batteries for your camera. You're going to want to capture all those Instagram-worthy moments. And last but not least, we're finishing our journey on the Sunshine Coast Trail. This 180-kilometer trail winds its way along the Sunshine Coast of British Columbia, offering stunning ocean views, lush forests, and plenty of opportunities to work on your tan, or your sunburn, depending on the weather. It's a challenging but rewarding trail that will leave you with a newfound appreciation for the beauty of the Pacific Northwest. Just, maybe pack some extra blister pads. Your feet will thank you. So there you have it, folks. The top 10 most popular and difficult hiking trails in Canada. Whether you're a seasoned hiker or just looking for your next big adventure, these trails are sure to challenge and inspire you. Just remember to pack your sense of adventure, a good pair of hiking boots, and maybe a healthy dose of bear spray. Happy hiking! Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic adventures. Until next time, this is Richard Opara, signing off.